Hey everybody. I'd like to talk about a story that happened to me around almost a week ago. Um, this is my first social anxiety video, and this experience correlates to social anxiety. It was a very scary experience, and something that I'll never ever do again. So, let's get into it. So, it was this guy's 16th birthday, and he wanted me to come to his party. He asked me off Facebook, and I only have 6 friends on Facebook, so he's like one of the only friends that I have on there, even though he's not even my friend. I just still have him on there since we went to elementary school together. I really have no friends really, so yeah, I accepted the invite. I was like, yeah, sure, I mean, why not? I've never really been to these parties before. Sure, I've been to these, birthday parties, typical little childish ones, your average birthday party, but and this one was kind of like that too, but there's a little bit more people there, and a lot more, I'm gonna say mature, but just stuff happened there that really wouldn't happen at your average birthday party, right? So yeah, I said, yeah, sure, I'll come, and I came to his house. I had to drive like 20 minutes there, but, well, I didn't drive, my parents had to drive me, but, yeah, I got there, and, his mother answered the door, and, she was overly nice. She was a pretty nice, woman, and she just took my jacket and told me to go downstairs because that's where everyone else was, pretty much. So I went downstairs, and I said, hello, everybody, and no one said hi back to me. No one did. Well, the only people who said hi to me was the birthday guy. It's like, oh, look, it's Jeff. And this other guy that I've known for 8 years, he also said hi to me too. But that was it. Everyone else, and there's about 8 people at this party, right? Everyone else, only 2 people out of those 8 people said hi, and 60 other people didn't even say hi. They just kind of stared at me like I was from another planet, like just like that. It's like, wow, this is really welcoming. But anyway, so I just sat down on the ground, since all the couches, this is the basement, right? So there's like, couches and all that. So all the couches were taken up, so I just sat on the ground. And these guys were extremely obnoxious people. Like, these guys are the complete opposite of what I expected. And keep in mind, this guy asked me to bring my Wii U because no one there had ever played it. So I hooked it up for them because I brought it over, right? So I hooked it up, and no one played it. No one played it. And I was just, I thought these people wanted me to bring my Wii U over, and no one wanted to play it. Everyone just sat on their phones talking about girls and Snapchatting people. I was like, what? Like, what's going on here? So eventually I just shut it off because no one played with me, and it's like, wow, I brought my Wii U for nothing. And I didn't really talk to anyone the whole time, and I could feel like those people, because I knew no one at this party, right? So these people, they were just staring at me, pretty much, most of the time. Like if they're expecting me to say something. And I really talked to nobody that whole time. I only talked to this one guy I've known for 8 years, this guy right beside me. Yeah, so we celebrated his birthday, his 16th birthday, and we got the cake. I didn't eat any cake because it had peanut butter in it, and I'm allergic to peanut butter. So I missed out on that. But his parents left, and that's when the party really started to go down. Well, these guys, they grabbed the alcohol and they started to get drunk. And this was the first time I was ever in this kind of situation, around people who were getting drunk. And I didn't want any part of it, really. I was just, sitting there. And everyone else was doing it pretty much. Well, except the guy who sitting beside me, who has known me for 8 years. He just kind of sat there lounging around on his crappy laptop. But he got up a lot and just hanged out with all the other people who were getting drunk. Although he didn't get drunk himself. So like I said, so really I was just there sitting on the basement ground all by myself. And I am so thankful that I brought my 3DS, because if I didn't bring my 3DS, I would just be sitting there like a floundering idiot, going like that. So by this point my anxiety starts really getting tense. Already these people were staring at me, and I haven't said a word to nearly anyone at this party. So I just really, my anxiety just started like going to like level 5 pretty much. And like I was freezing up here, and I just didn't know what to do other than just sit on the ground. But these guys were, they weren't drunk yet. They already drank alcohol, but I don't think they were. I think it takes a little time to get drunk after you drink a bunch of alcohol. I don't think they drank a bunch of alcohol. They only drank like a few shots or something like that. So these guys only drank a few shots, right? And I believe it takes a little bit for it takes a little bit for someone to get drunk, and these guys weren't completely drunk yet. But I was just sitting there, and this guy comes over to me. This guy I've seen before once. He nudges me, and he just says to me, "Hey, you alright?" Yeah, why? And he says to me, "Oh, well, you're not talking that much. Is everything going okay?" Yeah, it is. Sure. Like, "Oh, okay, buddy." He just says that to me. So, just that made me, I don't know why people need to publicize that when someone isn't talking. You think that makes them feel better? No, it doesn't. So, now, I was starting to get really tense. Like, I could people were just staring at me, I haven't said a word to anybody, and I was just sitting there pretty much like an idiot. I just really started getting really scared, and I just wished I could, be home pretty much. And I wanted to, I wanted to just, call my parents and say, "Hey, can you pick me up, man?" But I didn't want to do that because, I've had, well, if I did that, then they'd really know something was up with me. and they'd obviously, potentially, make fun of me and all that. So I didn't do that. And trust me, I know this kind of stuff. I mean, I had a similar experience with this as well, with the birthday party, and this was about 7 years ago, and it was just horrible. All the people there, just made fun of me. I was completely discriminated there, and I couldn't take it anymore. And I called my parents, and I was like, you have to pick me up. And I was pretty young at that time, so, I almost started crying. I mean, it was horrible. And I just told, the birthday guy, I was like, hey, I'm going home. And he's like, oh, okay. And then he turns back to his friend, he's like, hey, Jeff is going home. And then all the guys were like, wow, what a pussy. What they said to me, I mean, I didn't really think like this at the time, but I was like, if I would have, I would say, you know what, fuck you guys. Fuck all you. You all burn in a hole. Get the fuck out. I'm out of here. I'm getting the fuck out. Fuck all you guys. You fucking suck. But I didn't say that. I just ran home. What a loser I am. But that was 7 years ago. Now, I didn't want to do that because I knew that would happen. I mean, it wouldn't be that harsh, but I knew they would know something was up with me if I did that. So I fought my anxiety, and I just stayed in my spot. I didn't move. I just waited for this party to be over and didn't say a word to anybody. I just was going like this, I just waited for it to be over. But, these guys started to get really drunk, and the same guy who asked me, oh, you weren't talking too much, he got really drunk, and, it was the first time I was around, people who were drunk. I've always heard stories about it and all that, people getting really wasted and all that, but I've never really seen that in person, Of course, people have acted like, like a bunch of, idiots, completely, silly and all that, immature. But, this was really the first time I ever witnessed someone being drunk. And this guy didn't even act like himself. This guy was just laughing at everything everyone said, things that weren't even funny, and just making a joke out of everything, and just laughing hysterically, tripping all over the place. And he was only drunk off of 2 shots. And I don't even drink alcohol, and that's pretty, pathetic, I guess. I mean, maybe it was really strong alcohol, who knows. But yeah, he's just nothing like himself, and he was talking crap about other people he knew, I guess, because I don't know any of these guys. I only know the guy I've known for 8 years and the birthday guy, pretty much. And I guess he had a girlfriend, and he was talking crap about her. And I was like, whoa, man, if his girlfriend ever found out about the crap he said about her, that would be good. But who cares about teenage romance anyway? Teenage relationships are kind of overrated. But anyway, they're really overrated. So, I just really wanted this party to be over, and, I haven't said a word to anybody, and I truly was the odd man out. And everyone was just being overly sensitive with me too. Everyone was putting me down, being extremely condescending with me. Like every time I would ask, because people were getting drunk, right? And at the time I didn't really know what was going on. So, and everyone was in like another room. So I kept asking the birthday guy. I was like, hey, what's going on? What's going on? It's like, oh, don't worry about it, Jeff. It's alright, don't worry about it. Like, alright, I won't worry about it. And then when another guy would ask the same question, he'd be like, yo, dude, fucking, that guy, drunk as shit. Whoa, really? I'd be like, hey, I just asked that question. So I'd ask again, hey, what's going on in there? Whoa, there's some wacky shit going on in there. What's going on? Yeah, don't worry about it. It's alright, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, Jeff, buddy. It's alright, just sit down. Alright, buddy. I won't worry about it. I don't know why I'm fucking here! I'll get the fuck out if I want to. I didn't say that to him. But, it's like, okay, I won't worry about it. Alright, I'll just sit back down and be all tense, waiting for the party to be over. I wanted this party to be fucking over. I couldn't take it. I just wanted to go home. You know, I never, ever go out. Ever. I don't have any friends. I have extreme... I don't have extreme, but I just have really bad social anxiety, and I just can't make any conversations meet whatsoever, and I knew this wasn't the place for me. This is one of the worst places I could ever be in, and I just really wanted it to be over. Everyone was staring at me, hadn't said a word to anybody. I was truly the odd man out, and everyone was getting drunk, and I couldn't relate to any of these people, you know? They were just all on their cell phones, Snapchatting people, talking about, you know, teenage girls, who has the biggest breasts, who has the biggest asses at their school. You know, I can't relate to any of these guys. And the only reason why I went there was, well, I wanted to celebrate this guy's birthday. Hey, he's 16. That's pretty cool, man. Sweet 16 birthday party. Hey, cool. You're now at the legal age to get your driver's license. Well, to start, you know, getting in the first stages of getting your driver's license. That's pretty cool, right? I just wanted to celebrate this guy's birthday, but no, it was nothing like that. It just went all to shit. I don't even know why I wasn't even there. I don't even know why I was there. Sorry, screwing up my words here. So, you know, take it from me. You know, if you're just like me, you have no friends, and you have bad social anxiety, and you're invited to a party, do yourself a favor and just stay home. Just stay home. Because it is not fucking worth it going to a party just to be stared at and be the odd man out. Trust me. And I posted this on a forum that I usually go on, a thread, and I was just explaining this whole story to these guys on this forum, and I was just asking the question, you know, why were these people being overly sensitive with me and treating me like if I was like a little puppy dog? And this guy gave a good explanation. He said the reason why is because they see you as a nice guy. You know, because you're nice, they won't make an attempt to disturb you. You know, they saw me playing on my 3DS on the floor. You know, acting. I don't know. I mean, they didn't know I was tense at all, but you know, they just saw me, you know, sitting there on the ground playing my 3DS, and you know, they probably just thought, you know, let's not disturb them, you know. And you know, that's probably the reason why, because I'm just a nice guy. So, yeah. It was just horrible. Trust me. So, like I said, take it from me, you know. Just, if you're like me, don't go to any parties, alright? Just stay home. You know, make your own party. Have your own fun. It's much more worth it being at a place where you feel comfortable than at a place where you don't belong.